Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. I'm Stu, the Frugal Video Gamer, and apologies for the lack of morning streams, incidentally. It's just, I'm working in the city all week, so... And then 2 days into next week, and then all of next week I'm doing all of this week and all of next week, I'm not going to be able to do anything in the morning except on Sundays. After that, I think it should normalize a bit. Depends on how I'm scheduled, I suppose, after that point. Anyway, I'm back into the trapped temple, which...
Be cautious. Be constant.
Okay. There we go.
Right. Done and done.
That boy.
It hurts. Just a smidge.
Ow.
Ahoy. Done and done.
Dim in the lantern.
Okay, is there any way to do this quicker than this? I mean, good God. Actually, I might have like I might have some sort of item that helps with that. Grants leap, intellect. Thanks, health. Alright, how about a consumable, maybe? Streetwise. History, metaphysics, religion. Perception, resolve, intellect. Alchemy, Arcana, Explosives. Okay, what about alchemy? Alright, so it's not under drugs. Potions. Huh. Okay, so nothing for traps then, unfortunately.
Done and done. I.
Alright, she's got the better perception, I think.
What for, Cap? My fur's got more blood in it than my not fur.
Ahoy! Aye, aye, Captain.
Why are... Okay. What the fuck was that about?
Mara would have been belaying us for a rest by now.
Okay, I picked her and the rest of them followed. What the hell?
I'm here.
Tell me at once.
What can I do you for?
Alright, hug the wall then.
I'm here.
Okay. I need to rest. Because fuck me.
I'm here, Ashen.
This is testing my limits. I must rest.
Good God.
And defend.
What the fuck is this shit? Okay, I'm leaving. Fuck this goddamn temple. Christ. I mean, what the fuck is that? Well, I've got to go with the quick save. Because at least that way I've got some of the traps disarmed. I could have sworn I did that before, but oh well. Yeah. Wow. Ow. Words fail me. They really do. Yeah, it'll be a relatively shorter stream tonight, like another hour and a half at most. Because I want to get close to 8 hours of sleep. And to put it into perspective for all of you, this past week the past couple of days, I've been getting up at 5:40 in the morning. So that's why I'm not doing the late night streams at the moment. And, oh lord. Oh wow, it might have crashed on me. There we go. Oh. The path winds up into the hills, narrowing to little wider than a cart. The cliffs offer a sheer drop down into the crashing sea, the water foaming white where it throws itself against the rocks. You realize that what you initially took to be several large lumpy stones are in fact Jotuns, two-headed monstrosities. As you watch, one of them absentmindedly lifts a boulder and hurls it into the sea. I'll speak to the Wilder. I could give you some food if you'd let me pass. You look like you could use some vegetables. Well, like shark? I've got finely aged shark meat. Okay. That was not what I didn't... Oh. Okay. As you descend from the high mountain paths, you find a small camp nestled in the sand. Tense, tired horses with their legs camped out. Wait, what? Camped out. Huh. No, I made a deal with them. Well, who are you? No, I made a deal with them. A deal? Why, did you feed them one of yours to let the rest pass? Don't be ridiculous, Midge. They probably just threw them some meat and moved on before the beast. Oh. Okay, so basically they're in for a bounty. Sure. I'd like to know more about your company. Oh, you step into the camp and come to sit beside a fire. Although it looks like they intended to put it out before you got here, the Omawa feeds it under the log. I'd like to know more about your company. Well, okay, shows she's a cipher. Huh. I'm sure you have some great stories to tell. Know anything about this island? Certainly. It's certainly sandy. Thanks. Yeah, sure. I have a feeling that that might be a bit of an indication. And actually, let's see. Mapping. Okay, so that is the entire southwest quadrant. Ow! Damn it, accidentally clicked down to the deck. And then I'll need to click back up to the world map.
Indeed.
Oh, stoic steel. So it's a maximum of +3, it looks like. Oh, what am I doing?
Ekera, for what do I owe the pleasure?
What do you hope to gain by finding Ngati's covenant on New Kaizo?
What indeed? I say I am of two minds. My talents are my own, and not even Ngati can tell me how they should be used. I say the tribes would do better with more artists and fewer saviors. But my people struggle against the outsiders. And Ngati did not place me in the Deadfire without intention. Finding the Covenant could bring the Hawana closer to the gods and the ways of the past. I must decide if this is best.
That actually is a really nice little conflict for him. Like, as a character, I mean. For him, like, as an individual, yeah, that sucks. I mean, that is a hell of a moral quandary. Gotta admit, this song is not one of my favorites. Actually, yeah, I'll head into Nakataka. Let's see, resupply of those. Where's drinks? Let's see. Okay. And Sansa's Map Emporium. Good lord, you know it's bad when your eyes are drooping on you. And I feel shitty for ending the stream so abruptly last night, but... I mean, again, to put it in perspective, I've been getting up at 5:40 in the morning this past week. So, yeah, that's, yeah. Much better.
Welcome back, welcome back. How might I assist you? Wonderful, I can't wait to... Oh, is that a little fishman you've drawn? I had already set a coin aside for you. I knew you wouldn't let me down. We are getting into deeper water now, so to speak. We call the islands along the east of Magran's Teeth the Burning Shoals. As you might imagine, it gets a little hot over there. 2 of the islands haven't been surveyed. I'll be waiting.
Okay. And honestly, I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad about Adair because every single time, I mean, at least let's see, the previous game, his quest ended. Let's see, I think at the end of Act 2, I think it was. It was before you got into Twin Elms, is when you could have concluded his quest. And it concluded very abruptly, where he got no resolution whatsoever. And then in this one, you know, he's in much the same boat, where he just doesn't really get a resolution. And it comes similarly early. Though oddly enough, Jyoti is in the same boat on that one too. Actually, let's see. Alicio in south of Nakataka. Alright, by sea. So let's see, due south of Nakataka, the Alicio. This is a good one. Easy prey. Shit. Ish. I'll go with Grape Shot. Huh. This is gonna... Yep. Whew. Ramming speed. Glad I didn't get any of the bigger ships because, damn. Oh, Lord, my eyes are tired. I might even have this closer to an hour. I apologize, everyone. I'm out of it, apparently. I did not realize just how badly. Holy shit, he he demolished that guy.
As one.
Good job, Facina. The Elisio. Here we are. Oh. Uh-oh. Ish. I almost wish I'd just gone with close to board. Oh. I suppose that would do it. Take all and continue. Sorry. I'll admit there are some, like, really dull notes that I'll actually, like, hum along to for I don't even know why. Let's see. Oh. Rodolph. Yeah, I'll head over to the Bacana, or Bacarna, whatever. The tower I'm supposed to go to. Oh, Bacarna's Observatory. There we go. Actually, real quick, re-edit this group Let's see. Sure. By no means ideal, but... Let's see. He gets that one pole axe. Let's see, rapier. Actually, let's see. Oh, okay, dagger as well. Parrying blade. Scepter. Yeah, that actually fits her pretty well, I think. But not resolve. There we go. Let's see. She has rod. Okay. Amira's wing it is. And oh, what else was there? I think she can understand the appeal of one. Well, I'll go with the exceptional robe. Okay, that was unexpected. Yeah, I'll go with that one. Oh, holy crap, it actually is someplace I go into. Hopefully I don't have something right off the freaking bat that I can't talk my way out of. Because none of them have gained... Okay, good. Okay. Well then. enchanter. Oh, yeah, I might want to go with armor for him too. Mightn't I? So swamp spore. Yeah, I think that one. Let's see. Yes, buddy, you're adorable, huh?
Something you need?
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out, like, what? Okay, I get 2. So let's see. Toxic Strike causes corrode over damage, or corrode over time.
Easy now. Something's not right.
Aye?
Sorry, it almost smells like my cat might have pooped somewhere.
I see you.
Happy to oblige.
Next west and rot.
In here. Gladly. Gladly.
Oh, damn it, she...
The virus? No.
Just like... As you wish.
That's not very helpful.
Ooh, nice.
Come any harder.
Problem. Ask the dwarf. I'm not made for this.
Need something?
Holy shit. Oh yeah, I can't do that mid-combat.
Need something? How about this?
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, it might help if I removed this one, wouldn't it?
Oh, good.
Courage, big.
Lava. You'll see.
Hey! That hurts!
Come on, Alice.
Oh, humility. Hmm. Well, I guess she has a new one. Or maybe not.
Yes?
Ad.
How might I assist? Ado, Captain. Do you require my expertise?
I'd like to ask about your condition.
My condition? If by that you mean the results of my experiment upon the sea, I have no interest in discussing it at this time, or likely ever.
If you change your mind, you can talk to me.
I appreciate that, but I assure you that I will not.
What do you make of our journey?
I admit to excitement, curiosity. I cherish the opportunity to explore, to test my wits against ancient ruins and vicious wildlife. Most ships discourage such avocations. It was neither so random nor so strange a thing as your question would suggest. In a word, animancy. The Republics take the most progressive attitude towards the subject, and thus they attract its foremost scholars, among whom I count myself.
Why did you leave the Eastern Reach?
Increased tensions between the Republics and the Deerwood, for one. I had little interest having my experiments disrupted by some grudge-bearing bricklayer from Defiance Bay. Mostly, though, my studies demanded more luminous Audra than I could afford to import. So I sought out the source.
Did you enjoy the Republics?
Very much so. Though I imagine you capable of finding someone much better suited to telling you of them. I spent most of my time in laboratories and libraries. In a way, your ship reminds me of them. A dozen kith from every corner of Aora, working towards a common goal, while your crew pursues Aethys across the sea. Ours pursue the future, each chasing our own dawn. I admit bias, but they are very likely the grandest in the world. Imagine great domes rising above your head, shelves along each wall, stacked high with tomes, as if the building itself were built of bound pages. They were the true treasure of the Republics. The collected histories, dramas, and comedies of Old Valia. The most advanced arcane theories of Adir. The most ancient liturgical texts of Anguith. And the most advanced treatises on animancy.
Anything interest you besides studying?
Many things. A strong dark tea, a comic play, the song of a whale, the soft
Honey.
resistance of paper to quill or fabric to needle. Discovering what's just over the horizon. There exists things in this world beautiful and wondrous both. One only needs leave the land to find them. Speaking of...
What is it, Casita?
Tell me. You look like you have something on your mind.
I'm here.
Captain, do you require my expertise, my studies? I cannot promise a dissertation, but I'll happily discourse upon the broader strokes.
What's your specific area of study?
You haven't read my work, then? As an apprentice, I focused on, and then helped discredit, the phrenological approach. At the time, it seemed more difficult than I thought it should be.
Why is that?
Some of my colleagues had a vested interest in a model of the world that included an inherent hierarchy of kith. But some kith made more worthy receptacles for souls than others, based on the shape of their brow or the length of their ears, was apparently an idea too tantalizing to abandon. Afterwards, my interest turned to the theoretical, before shifting a few decades later to the study of parapsychological inertia.
Pair of what?
Parapsychological inertia. The tendency for some souls to gravitate towards familiar locales or engage in behaviors exhibited from past lives.
Oh, so like Maneha with, let's see, Wanderlust and Bloodlust.
From there, I moved on to work in metamortality, the scientific study of souls over lifetimes and the cycle of reincarnation. Which brings us to the present.
What do you hope to do with what you learned?
You set the sled before the dogs. Before making decisions regarding what should be done, we must first understand what is. Anything else is a dream in the dark.
Any idea how Aethys is moving that statue across the sea?
I could theorize, but given how little I've observed of him, it would be irresponsible of me to do so. It must require incredible energy, though. Staggering amounts of soul essence. And can Audra truly be so flexible? Why does he not crumble? Whatever he is, however he accomplishes, if the discovering doesn't kill us. That depends on who you ask. Generally, Audra conducts soul energy. Luminous Audra also stores it, however. Is it simply a worse conductor getting clogged by essence? Or is this indicative of a specialized function? Unfortunately, greed stymies inquiry. Rawatai and the Republics grind every ounce they find down into bath salts.
So what do you hope to learn from your studies?
The truth, of course. I'm sorry that I have no simple answer for you. Embarking on inquiry with an agenda. That is how mistakes get made.
Sounds as if you speak from experience.
I've had a year or two in which to make mistakes. The truth. Embarking on inquiry with an agenda.
Is that how you ended up dead?
A pleasant diversion as always, Captain.
Okay, apparently I managed to trip right on a hot button.
Yeah? Wonder what Pa's up to.
Wow. Yeah, he is not well fleshed out at all.
Need something? Whatever you need.
Old battleground. Alright. I'm gonna go up to Ashen, just for the time being. Ernox Braint. I'm just hoping to be able to chat with Aethys and see what the hell's going on with this thing. Holy damn.
Yes? Ashen. Whoa, look.
Yeah, I'm looking, Adair. I'm looking. Okay, humility is not becoming of him. Okay, that maybe. Nah, the lack of recovery time is a nice addition.
I gladly accept. You have my attention.
Let's see here. Okay, that's a surge.
Nothing worth and rough. Charge. Indeed. Thank you.
There we go.
See that, Ishi?
Sure thing.
Worth it.
Nuh-uh, didn't work.
Onward. Friends.
I swear.
Why does Ishi always...
Speak freely. You were saying?
Yes.
Charge. I thought we were friends.
Get it. Mode.
Ooh, nice.
This does not work. Onward.
Oh, darn it.
Rough.
Mode. Exceed. On. That dog will
Ho ho, nice. Oh, okay, that was Jody that killed it.
What do you need?
Ron Lars oh, okay. And there just... Oh, okay, already has one. But this one... Let's see... Exceptional. Superb. Soul Strike. Stand guard. I think Bronlars, then. Let's see. Yep, Vithrak Brain. Sentinel, grant. Remove stand guard immobility. Stand firm. Okay, yeah, definitely this one. Ooh, I could upgrade that to legendary, but eh. And oh, that is a nice looking shield too.
I got it.
Oh, crap. Alright, that'll work. I will say that is one thing that Pathfinder Kingmaker did quite a bit better than this title, is simply, made it more streamlined to sell junk items. This is a nice one. The music, I mean. Don't watch me be on the wrong side. You hear a knock at the door to your quarters. You're not long at sea when Luca appears at your door, wiping away sweat with a rag. Wait, what? Oh. You saying I've got something to worry about? No. Sure. Attention! Quickest to straighten is Adair. So uncharacteristically responsive and formal is his movement that the rest of the crew seems to take notice and more readily follow suit. For his part, Adair looks genuinely surprised at the way his buddy is responding to your commands, seemingly of its own accord. A smile flickers on his face before he's able to find composure. Huh. Now this is a crew. Can you believe that statue in my... well... Welcome aboard the Defiant, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gazragar, your captain. I know I slept through the trip out here, but now that I'm awake, the fun can start. Aethys leaves a trail of destruction and despair in his wake. It's up to us to set things right. Okay. Huh. That was unusual. Holy. Oh, hey, a shipwreck. Oh, damn it. Are you freaking kidding me? I sailed all that freaking way. Yeah, I don't want to go into the storm. Sail out. Wait, where the hell am I? Oh! Ha! Up to the well, no, Ashen Maw first. Alright, so overwrite Parikis. Thick smoke, black as death, plumes from the peak of a rumbling volcano, the largest in the chain of mountains that makes up Magrin's Teeth. A serrated fissure gapes in the mountainside, deep and dark but intermittently lit by a red-hot glow. The skiff sways tumultuously in the superheated water the closer you row to the cave's cracked opening. Lava burbles down the mountainside, scorching rivers that disappear into the dark blue sea. Inside the rock face, the sound of churning magma grows louder, and the air warms around you, beating sweat along your brow.
This where Gone stormed through? At least the docks are still intact.
I'll take care of this.
Grog.
There's a point when architecture is just plain evil.
Oh, shit, there's Aethys. Slumped against the stones of the bridge, a giant clutches at his bashed-in chest. It's a mess of sinew and blackened iron bones, fiery blood flickering between his splayed fingers. Thickly rasping a breath, the warrior lifts his heated gaze to your face.
Extinguished or crushed. Us all, Defiler.
What happened to you?
Damned Reaper of Souls and God of Lies. Magrin's most foul enemy.
Yeah. I need to get to Aethys.
Servants of the Defiler God. Damn you.
Drink this and rest easy.
Well, that was worth doing, even if we got nothing in return.
Shoji swings her lantern back and forth over the warrior's body until a large shimmering cloud of essence sifts up and into her lantern. The Sentinel Wall. Alright, I got another half hour I can play. I'm just hoping that this doesn't lead into the end game unexpectedly.
Nothing good comes from this much quiet.
I'll take it.
I'm not exactly disagreeing with you. I gotta admit.
Well, as long as I don't get caught. All done.
Devoured by the foul reaper. Another deprived of the Everflame.
Do not dwell on this defeat, Segra. Margaret felled the Defiler before. We will do so again.
Reckon this is what happens when you try to keep a god from enacting his plans.
What a... This hole.
I'll handle this.
Okay.
Kith trespasses in the goddess's maw? But how?
Incensed, the giant warrior hulks. Her thick muscles twitch, red marking glowing hotly against her ashen skin.
You must seek to follow in your Defiler god's footsteps. You will not, for I will smite you where you stand!
But a second giant slams the haft of his iron staff into the warrior's hard-muscled stomach, abruptly halting her attack.
Hold, Segra! I would speak to this filthy minion of the wretched god Aethys before you char his bones to dust.
The god in that statue bid me to meet him here. I've come to speak with him.
You must possess an unfathomable power to have kindled the interest of such a giant.
He cants his head, broad fingers scratching at the rivets of his helm.
Yet you imply you do not serve him.
The first giant's grip turns white-knuckled on the hilt of her sword. Her muscles strain and the metal quivers in her hand.
Rakir, move! We cannot allow these intruders to live.
Aethys may be seeking revenge against you Magranites, but I have nothing to do with it. Shoulders taut with tension, the warrior eyes the strewn corpses of his fellow Rothun at arms. They lie dried like husks, siphoned of their souls.
If you know of the war between us and the Defiler god, then you must understand what has brought his foulness to our fortress.
He places a hand out to hold the warrior back. He studies you intently.
You would face us in battle rather than flee? I like your mettle. Kithu does not cower before Markran's greatest warriors. We have not yet defeated the embodied god, but that does not mean we won't. The Drotiger is readying another assault from within the Jagged Keep as we speak. I will permit you to scamper closer to God's face, if you believe you can survive. Scurry deeper into the maw, but know that my brethren may squash you.
You plan to attack Aethys?
First, we recover the wounded and their weapons, drag them into the Jagged Keep. And then, we will kill a god.
How can I reach him?
All who neared the intruder god were gutted until extinguished. You think your soul could last even half so long as Rathun's?
Maybe the gifts will last longer. Only Margaret's shrine with our Jagged Keep can lead you to the Defiler god. Kith, if Margaret wishes you to face him, surely she will fire the way.
I worry Magran plans to erupt this volcano. If you stay, you'll die. He has his meaty shoulders and a heavy shrug.
Our duty is foremost to Margaret. We guard the moor to its fiery end. Second, help me with the bodies. but this time gentle your grip.
It can't be helped, Rakir. These fallen are brittle.
Yeah, she's not wrong. To the Ashen Bridge. Oh, I just really hope this isn't leading into the, like, end stage or something. Or, you know, you have X amount of days sort of thing.
Ain't the volcanoes in Mogren's Teeth supposed to be inactive? I got a bad feeling this one's waking up.
Yeah, I think you are right.
They're with gone now. We got trouble.
Attack!
So help me God. What's the next
Makes no difference. Yours to command. That will do, I say.
Holy shit.
You were saying?
Your story ends here.
That dog hunt. Still got it. So help me God. Oh,
Yes, Captain.
Oh, no. That dog won't hunt.
Of course.
I hear you.
Worth and rough! Worth and rough!
Oh, good.
Speak your mind.
Oh, no.
Nice shot, Maya.
You need something. Speak your mind.
And a crit at that.
Next time, a challenge.
You spend your whole life thinking you're a giant. And one day that fella shows up at your fortress.
That was awfully profound.
The Lair of the Ancient. I have no idea whether I'm going the right way here. I'm assuming Jagged Keep is the way you go to progress. I'm just not sure what the hell this is.
We're about to mix. That was about as useful as a bump on a pin. Mowing. Oh, no.
Worth and rough!
Good.
something.
Charge!
It hardly seems just like
Attack! Worth and rough!
Give me the order.
Speak your mind.
Worth and rough!
Mo Ixie.
Makes no difference.
Let's go.
That would be enough.
Good.
Mo Ixie on us.
Worth and rough! Walk to battle! Attack!
Just like
You were saying?
no one noticed that, right?
Oh, sorry about that noise right there. Nice job, Maya.
Thought we were friends.
And that's all we want, Judy.
Man, she critted Dare too. 5 disengagement attacks.
Captain, aye.
Oh,
Let's take a look.
let's see. I hit a level. I'll go insight and mechanics. Let's see. Reinforcing command. I'll go with fit. And Jyoti. Pardon me.
Speak freely, not a problem, Captain.
I've got a feeling Ancient One is going to be an actual... He waits in fire.
All right, that one felt more serious.
It is not just the mountain that awakens. We disturb the fires of Magrin herself.
That smell. I hope it's just their cook burning the meat.
This place smells and feels like hell in the stories Uncle Angbert used to tell me to make me behave as a child.
A haze of soul essence sifts up like smoke from a corpse scored with heavy claw marks. Oddly, no blood pools beneath the body. The wounds have been cauterized. Hot to the touch, the essence slowly wafts through your fingers. Then you're tumbling down into the feverish sensation of a soul feed. You are a great champion, a Goliath among giants, your chest tight with pride. And now something darker, a strange dread. It flickers inside of you like the fires of a waking forge because you know you too are soon to be tempered as you stare down upon the distant god, the defiler your brothers and sisters died to defeat, but could not, who now gluts on the outer spire, striking plans against Magrin. The iron chains that suspend the bridge beneath your feet drip blood and sweat, weeping. The maw spans below, battered by the invader, the jagged keep now ever more apt in name. He cut a path to the spire and could not be stopped. He drank deeply from so many of you. The Brinthus watches beside you. She is fierce and will know what to do. She can hear Magrin within the flames. Without further delay, she hastens you into the dragon's lair. She will call the beast, and it will ride with you into the assault. Inside, the cavern is dark and simmering. The Brenthis rushes ahead of you, despite your barked warning. Something is wrong. The heat roils against your skin, a whisper of death, dangerous rather than comforting. The Defiler god has riled the dragon. The Brenthis has raised her torque high as if to collar the dragon, the light of it sheening her helm in the darkness. She is thundering. "The time has come, Jada! Submit to Magrin's will!" And the walls rumble from a sudden earthquake. No, from the beast's laughter. A shadow looms to your left, then scalding claws punch through your skin.
Rest now, warrior. Your soul is safe with me.
Jyoti bows her head as she drags her lantern over the corpse from head to foot and back up again. When she reaches the Rathun's punctured chest, his soul lifts up from the body and drifts toward the lantern. With a shudder, it settles inside the copper cage.
Real quiet now.
Oh boy. Well, that's why I quick saved. Oh! Is that one of the...
That ain't a creature born of my nightmares. I don't know what is.
A creature of smoke and scales, embers and talons looms up from the darkness. Her back and ribs gleam luridly, red as the lake of fire that laps at her feet. She hisses, the sound like rocks grating together in her throat, and though her peeled back lips form no words you understand.
Who comes now to stoke the flames of chaos further? Have I not yet feasted enough? I suppose I can make room for another.
There's the priestess.
Just realized how lucky we are to have never run across a sewer dragon.
A curse on Ngati for giving me such tender, delicious flesh, I say.
The Rathun summoned you, so you attack them.
We struck a deal. Eons ago. I did with a wily Brenthis. It's true these Rathun fed me exquisitely for so long. But today, they sought my wings like a firestorm to battle. My fangs like hot spears to pierce a god. I am the heart of the fire. I cannot be controlled. Not by a giant's weak will, and not by a sputtering trinket.
What was the nature of the deal you struck with them?
The Rathun would pay their tributes of flesh and blood, fire and gold. And I, when called upon, would fight fiercely at their side. That arrogant priestess thought to ride me, the magma that fires the mountain. She sought to command me. So I consumed her.
I gotta admit, I like the water dragon a lot better than this one.
The Rathun forged their deal when I was but a hatchling. Now no one controls me. And I would never fight a god for fools.
That's awfully cold-blooded for a creature made of fire.
You are a creature most amusing. Perhaps I shall yet allow you to live.
You tricked the Rathun.
Indeed, I did. But you seem far more clever.
Magrin would do anything to stop Aethys. If she erupts this volcano, you'll be destroyed along with it.
Should I believe the wretched words of a trespasser in my den? Even were it so, the fire feeds me. It can cause me no harm.
Stubborn creature. Your obstinance would see you dead. Allow mine to see that you live.
I suppose. I slumbered for ages and felt restless for longer. It shall be good to stretch my wings, to hunt. I fly.
Okay.
Yes?
Dragonbane. There we go. Deal with 2 dragon dilemmas. Okay, what the hell? What the hell was that I just did?
I'll handle this.
The closer you near to the dimly lit essence that smolders over the Rathoon's burned corpse, the stronger you feel the soul's flickering confusion and grief. Reach for the soul. Rather than falling face forward. Just a second. Just my dad giving a call to see what's what. Yeah, especially because, you know, it's right before I'm going to bed. Rather than falling face forward into a vision of the Rathoon's final memory, her last thoughts scream through your mind in a jumble of disjointed words and disbelief.
I am burning! I am burning! I am burning! And it is not in pleasure, not for Mother Margaret. I should have listened when she said nothing. But I was willing to die to reach the Everflame, to sacrifice them and everything to ash, to vanquish the Defiler. And I am burning, but not in the flame. Not with honor and eternity, but for a moment. I am disgraced.
Wow, that's
Who will lay the talk before the Mother to fire the way? Who is left? Who will guard the sacred spire, the Mother's mind? Who will descend the shrine to the Defiler's God's face? Not to these hands that are ashes sifting on a breath that is a last sigh of a wretchedly snuffed life. Not to me and mine. Now she who was blackened and befouled and forsaken by the flames, forsaken by Margaret.
I guess I'll do it.
Rest easy now, priestess. I'll harvest your soul and your torment too.
I'll take care of this.
Holy. Altar's Blade of Captain Crow. Stalking Cloak. And I guess, yeah, she'll get that one.
Why, thank you, Captain.
I shall.
Huh. So apparently I would have had to go there at some point. So I suppose, yippee skippy, that I did that first.
I'll handle this.
Alright, let's see what's in here. Whew. Just got a nice little chill up the back of my spine. Picked and spotting you, the strapping warrior slams her shield against the floor, rattling the stones beneath your feet.
Scurriers in my keep! Make ready to be crushed, vermin of Eothas!
Look here, I recovered this from your fallen Brenthis.
You felled her? And her dragon?
No, it was the dragon who killed her, not me. She stills, red scrawls in her skin flickering as she grimly appraises you. A muscle ticks in her jaw, but finally she sheathed her sword.
Then the Bathor will decide your fate. He awaits at the back of the keep.
Very cool design with those characters. And I mean very cool design.
Well, that's not nice. Guess that wasn't so hard.
I'll take care of this.
Can we not reason with the gigantic flaming marauder?
We kinda did, actually. Surprisingly. And apparently they're rather surprised I'm able to bear this torque. Whatever precisely that is intended to mean, and... Wow!
That's not nice. Guess that wasn't so hard.
Oh shit.
I don't get... Well, that could have gone. A quick rest would help if you don't mind. Well, as long as I don't get caught. All done.
Genuinely surprised that I was able to get through that cleanly. And all because I managed to get the torque first, apparently.
Supposing this volcano blows, what are the odds any of us but Gone survives it?
Too late to turn around, Captain?
When the warlord spots you, his shoulders stiffen, and he reaches for the mace strapped to his back.
Kith, how is it you have come to be here? Nay, it is of little matter.
I'm not here to fight you.
Your words hold no weight, Kith. Rathun decide their own battles.
There's no reason for us to fight when we can be of aid to each other instead.
I concede to your point. For the time being. Aethys deserves death, not words. The Defiler goddess brought war to Ashen in revenge against Margaret and her Rathun. What is your relation to Aethys, if not to act with him against Margaret?
I've come to ask him about his intentions within the Deadfire.
If you have no plans to defend the Defiler God, then we've no quarrel with you, Kith.
Okay, I was a little concerned as to whether they would take that as meaning, like, you don't plan to stop him? Then fuck you.
We are prepared to assault Aethys at the base of the mall. The shrine will lower us to the sacred Ardra pillar, where the embodied god now gluts himself.
Let me through. I'll speak with Aethys and convince him to leave this place.
Even if I believed you, I cannot do such a thing. We guard the sacred depths of the mall. None may freely enter. Thus the shrine lies dormant, locked without the talk of Bethacton.
You mean this one?
Our high priestess. The Brenthis is the talk's rightful bearer, but she has yet to return to the keep.
I found your Brenthis. She's dead.
Then it is as I feared, and as I felt. Her flames have been extinguished. I do not share the Brenthis' ability to commune with Margaret, but I must believe the goddess would will us to fight. We must make a final stand.
I have the torque.
I heard shouts of your triumph preceding you. It would seem you are unparalleled among your kind. And mine.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really cool effect here. Honestly, that looks more realistic than the actual facial hair.
What became of the ancient? Jordan Fairless. Triumph will be nigh impossible without her.
What makes you think something happened to her?
Oh, where to begin? Captain?
The warlord tilts his head as if considering the true meaning to your companion's reaction.
You will answer me, Kith, without trickery or lies.
The dragon has forsaken you. He falls silent, the scrawlings on his skin flaring hotly.
Indeed. I feared the worst when the Brenthis failed to return with the beast. We've no choice. Despite the odds, we'll attack without either's strength. If this is to be our last stand, we must prepare ourselves, either for victory or for sacrifice. Lest Margaret forsake us for our failures. You've earned the right to Fire Shrine, with the talk of the Other Flame. But we cannot join you as yet, in facing the Defiler.
Always seemed real cold to me for a fire god. Like she'd rather see you die struggling than offer help.
Yeah, not... I don't think that's necessarily the wrong impression here.
Kith.
If you assault Aethys, you'll be slaughtered.
To die for Margaret is the greatest honor. We live only to protect the goddess, and to serve her will.
Yeah. You stand before the shrine of Margaret, goddess of flame and war. Lifting your eyes, fiery motes begin to streak across your vision as you stare into the imposing cast of her likeness. For the span of a single breath, everything falls eerily silent. The Rathun behind you fade away. Flames to either side of you flicker higher, dancing without sound. But the heat is real, licking at your skin. Then metal groans as Margaret's statue bends her head to you in greeting.
Washer, the time does not allow for niceties.
Her words flow like lava from her lips, like the trails that burble hotly from her eyes.
Even now, Aethys gains strength from the spire. What progress have you to report?
The Rathun are preparing a final assault against Aethys.
Then they will burn to ash and return to the mud kiln from whence they came.
She leans forward, the copper of her corded arms gleaming from the blustering flames. She tugs her sword free from the plinth, and the entire shrine shudders with heat.
Presently, I shall erupt this volcano, and with it, consume Aethys. I suggest you retreat if you at all value your mortal form.
Do you not care about the Rathun at all?
I formed the Rathun to serve, to ward against Kith in order to safeguard Ukaizo. Now they have served me.
So Ukaizo must be north of here.
Their sacrifice is not without honor, as yours, too, will be. Fare thee on, Watcher. My condolences, should you die.
Gah. I'll leave for right now.
Kith.
Mogren plans to erupt the maw to destroy Aethys. You'll die if you stay here.
If that is the goddess's ever-burning will, we Rathun will abide it.
Among us, only I can hear her. So how do you know Mogren's will is for you to stay and fight?
Could her will be for us to flee like cowards? We are Mogren's creatures, formed from her flames. We exist only to further her greatness.
And who'll serve Mogren if you die here? Don't her many other sites also need protecting?
Perish here, and you'll have failed your goddess.
The scars on his skin burn brighter as the Rathun warrior's thoughts turn contemplative.
As you say, Margaret has chosen to sacrifice this site. Far be it from us to spurn her offering to the war. We will evaluate them all, and instead guard the other volcanoes of the Teeth. I believe she will approve of this destiny we have chosen. Keep the talk. Use it to lower the shrine if you are determined still to meet with Aethys. May the heat of your soul...
I'm glad I managed... Admittedly, I'm not sure if that was the right call to save them. I'm hoping word spreads around that, you know, I've been helping out. Examine the altar. Yeah. The braziers on either side of the altar flare to life, red-hot flames shooting high before settling into a steadier, softer burn within the bowls. Lava eddies beneath iron grating in the floor, heating the soles of your feet while the statue herself seems to wake, metal groaning, rasping as the shrine moves. Ah. Oh. Yeah, they are pushing this one to the freaking limit. A statue? Oh, at the bay? Descend into the depths of Ashen Maw. With a squeal of metal against metal, the entire floor drops a stomach lurching 5 feet. Chains clang like the toll of a bell as they catch, pounding against the time-worn gears. Then the shrine begins steadily lowering into the maw. As the shrine cranks lower into the maw, Aethys' colossal Hydra's carved dome, neck, and shoulders slowly emerge into view. This close, the god rises up like a mountain, larger than you ever remember having seen him. Energy vibrates from his massive body, and a cacophony of mutterings and shoutings from the souls whirling within it slams into you, nearly knocking you from your feet. Should be interesting to see if he even takes notice of Adair or Jyoti. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Now's not the time to have any sore feelings about your smashed castle.
Have you ever seen anything so awe-inspiring? Behold the power of my god.
Gah!
Watcher, I wasn't sure you'd make it. But there is enough of you in me to grasp that you had a better chance than most.
This is off-putting.
Some would say it's because you have a strong soul. Great deeds come easily to one so spiritually blessed. Or have you become great because of what has been thrust upon you? Watcher of Cadnua, Herald of Berith, Hound of Aethys.
Oh my god. You really, I mean, this can't.
I see you, Shoti. I am glad that we could meet, even if it is under quite unpleasant circumstances.
She's about to fangirl out, isn't she?
This is really happening, right? Go on. Your humble priestess is before you. Please, tell me what you require of me. How do I save more lost souls than I can carry in one lifetime?
Face
bright red, sweat beading her brow. Shoti stumbles precariously closer to the edge. Lantern rattling, she catches herself. A mere moment before she would have toppled over.
I know that you have undertaken a noble mission. But I will tell you what I told the Watcher. You need not fear for the lost souls of this world.
What, are you gonna take them all in?
As for you, Watcher, why is it you believe you have made it this far?
Each of us simply does the best we can. My trials have made me who I am.
You have done much in this life, it's true. But if it weren't for your past with Theos, with Iovara, you never would have come down this path. But you have come a great distance for answers. What would you ask of me, Watcher?
That we have. And I got a request. Down here. God, look how full my lantern is. I've been harvesting day and night for you, my God.
Lantern rattling. Sickle gripped so tight her knuckles are white. She waves her arms over her head as she shouts.
My dear Shoti, I do not mean to diminish your presence here. But this is a question that the Watcher needs to answer. He alone was tasked with pursuing me. The gods have placed him in this fire. It is only right that we speak together now.
Can you atone for all the damage you've done?
No, not now. Not in your lifetime. Perhaps in 100 generations, the books and tongues of Kith will forget the name Aethys.
Wait, forget it?
A penance, paid in full, noted by none. That would be my absolution.
You're just gonna wait for us to forget what you did? That's your penance?
Adair stands in a broad posture. The one he so often takes when placing himself between friend and foe. His neck is sharply craned to meet the unblinking stare of his god.
How about you start by giving back the souls you took? Or maybe by apologizing to every one of your followers, especially the ones that died for you.
The molten rock of Magrin's teeth gleams bright orange in his eyes, and he looks like a man overtaken by a furious spirit.
You owe this Watcher here. You owe my brother Woden, and every last one of us that ever followed you. And you owe me. I never asked you for much, but you owe me better than what you're given.
I cannot atone for my mistakes with words alone, Adair. I know this now. It is why I began this journey and why I must move on. But you have come here for other answers. Why I have returned, where I am going. Am I answering to you, or to Berith?
After all you've done, I think every creature that lives and breathes on Eora needs to know.
And it would seem even she whose presence shakes the heart of this mountain needs to know.
Magrin is prepared to take drastic measures to stop you.
Magrin fears what I will do, just as she feared what I would do in the Deerwood. But this time, there is no power on Eora or in all of hell to stop me. Understand that what I'm saying is neither a boast nor a challenge. It is the clearest statement of truth I can give you. Give Berith, in the hopes of dissuading you from taking actions that may harm others.
What are you going to do?
Force gods and mortals alike to open their eyes to one another.
I'm genuinely not sure what he means here.
It seems my sister does not like the sound of that.
Can you be more specific? What are you trying to do?
I want to return the gods to our original purpose, and to allow mortals to worship us, or ignore us, for what we are, not what we pretend to be.
Shoti gasps sharply, for once too stunned to blurt out a response. Her eyes are wild, with too much white showing, when she glances from Aethys to you.
What's that mean? You're gonna tell them the truth?
Adair looks away from Aethys for the moment, his eyes darting back and forth, as if between possible outcomes.
When I entered Widewin, I did so with the intention of illuminating the history of Anguith. I wanted to show all the nations of the Eastern Reach the machines we had used to create ourselves, how we had hidden our true nature from mortals for millennia.
Holy shit.
But even if I had succeeded, my words would have been easy to deny. Belief creates the foundation upon which a mind's reality is built. Some minds can never let go of that foundation. They would rather hold tight to the world in their mind than accept what they're being told.
And even your words could be corrupted by the Leaden Key and Hand Occult.
It is what we have tasked them with for thousands of years. Even their clumsiest attempts to cloud the truth can be easily accepted by those who want desperately to believe it. And so have the gods, with their help, maintained this illusion for hundreds of generations. But even a beautiful illusion is still a lie, obfuscating reality even as it points to a transcendent truth. The time has come for a new covenant between gods and mortals. One forged in the light of truth and understanding between our kind.
I gotta admit, Aethys is kind of making sense here. Which I honestly kind of anticipated simply because... Or I anticipated that he would have a rational reason for it.
I will leave this place and go to the lost city the Huana call Ukaizo. It is there that all souls pass through the machines of the gods, where all souls pass into the beyond before beginning their next life.
As we saw in Poco
When I
Kahara.
reach that place, I will find our great machines and tear them to pieces. I will smash the great wheel until the lights of hell all gutter and die.
Wait, what?
And when my work is done, I will leave this world forever.
Wait, what?
Where does that leave us? You're ending the rule of the gods?
No, Adair. It is not for me to decide if the gods should remain in power. That will be for your kind, for mortals, to decide.
What?
Both gods and mortals alike rely on the wheel. We depend on it for the souls that give us power. Mortals depend on it for the lives of future generations. Breaking it will force all of us to face the truth. We will fail together or move forward together. Either ending is preferable to the cycle we still find ourselves in.
So how am I getting out of here?
Dawn, wait! Before it's too late, you gotta take the souls I harvested for you.
The priestess thrusts her light-pulsing lantern outward, as if waiting for Aethys to take it from her.
Jyoti, I'm pretty sure he intends to stop that.
They are not for me to take. Shodi, you are their guardian now. You are their protector. You have taken responsibility for them, and only you can decide their fate. Once again, the gods have put you in a precarious position, Watcher. Considering all the troubles I have put you through, the least I can do is protect you from the wrath Magrin has intended for me.
I'll say nothing.
I must say, you've been remarkably calm in spite of all this. This next part may test you. Brace yourself, Watcher.
Guys and gals, we are literally being touched by the hand of God right now.
Despite herself, Shodi squeals. Trembling, she sways on her feet as if she might faint.
You better be sure of what you're doing, Aethys. You better be making things right. Because either way, we're the ones paying the cost.
Adair is not wrong.
All that I have done for your sake. If we do not meet again, Adair, please, take care of the Watcher.
Aethys's great hand floats away from a luminous Audra pillar. As it pulls back, For a brief moment, you see a golden tether flash into existence between the pillar and the Great Titan's back. When the Audra fingers gently cradle you, there is first a sensation of warmth, but it is followed by a harsh splitting of consciousness.
Oh, shit.
Your awareness vacillates erratically between the physical world and the spiritual dimension of Aethys' body. Your soul glides amid the many traps with Aethys. As your brilliant form passes by them, they call and reach out for help. Below Aethys' body, the volcano erupts. Molten rock rushes over the Great Audra body, but does not slow its movement. The Great Keep, recently abandoned by the Rathun, is quickly consumed by the lava. Your attention returns to the heart of Aethys' body. Deep within the whirling masses of souls, you again sense your own presence, the fragment that was taken from you. This time, you reach out to it as it reaches out to you. You meet somewhere in the great mass of Audra, the rest of the souls fading at the edge of your awareness. We are together again. Are you ready to be together again?
Why wouldn't I be?
Since we've parted, you've become someone else. I have become myself. When we join, we won't be ourselves anymore. Your senses yank back to your body, still in Aethys' hand.
Holy.
There is light, sunlight. He has emerged from Ashen, the rim of the volcano and the great keep of the Rathun collapsing behind him. The Audra is barely visible through the thick lava covering his body. And still, he moves. The ocean is gone, water sucked away.
Ah.
Only the bare seabed glistening in an ominous silence. You summon the strength to turn your head. Through the cracks in the great god's fingers, you see a wall of water. Taller than Nekataka, taller than Aethys, as tall as the moon. It comes with the rumbling of a terrible stampede. The wave slams into Aethys.
Ngati.
His hand closes, protecting you from the devastation. Somewhere in your mind, you hear Andra screaming. You are back inside him. Back with yourself. Are you still the same Watcher who returned the lost souls of the Deerwood to their intended bodies? A light shines within the soul as it observes you. Waiting. I am.
I am. And I will do everything I can to save these poor souls before I am done.
Good. Then this should be easy. You feel cool air, seawater. The back of your mind pulls your attention back to your body. Aethys stands amid the now calm waves. Kraken futilely clinging to his limbs as he gingerly sets down your ship with one hand. He carefully opens his other, setting your body on the deck. As your head comes to rest, your vision rocks forward, pulled back into the Audra, back to your soul. Some of us is lost to him. Fragments and the empty spaces between them. They will always be a part of him. But we are still us. And it's time for us to go. Together.
Together.
The soul rushes toward you, flying into you with ferocious speed. You are thrust back through the Audra, out of the palm of Aethys' hand, back into your body. You can feel the sensation of your skin, the warmth of the Audra, but you are not fully in control. The other soul struggles to reach the surface of the body's consciousness, but you pull it down. Entangled, you float in a dark, boundless expanse. The more you fight each other, the closer you become, until somehow, impossibly, every piece of you is touching every piece of them.
So basically, I just made myself a soul twin, and now we're rejoining.
Through the distant window of your eyes, you see Aethys push slowly against your ship. Though his touch is light, it is still the touch of a god. The ship lurches, rapidly tearing across the water southward. His hand pulls away from your ship's wake, his body straightening, towering overhead. The volcanic rock, now cooled and gently steaming, sloughs from his body as he moves. The Audra beneath is still immaculate, unmarred. He watches you depart, and you hear a voice in your mind as you sink deeper into the blackness of sleep.
Tell them what you have witnessed, Watcher. Tell them what is coming.
The windows of your eyes retreat into the distance. The fragment of your soul is so close to you in the darkness that you can't tell if its thoughts are separate from your own. Aethys is going to Ukaizo?
Aethys is going to Ukaizo.
He's going to stop the wheel?
He's going to stop the wheel.
Aethys is going to Ukaizo. Aethys is going to Ukaizo. He's going to stop the wheel. The words repeat in your mind until they become an incessant, meaningless mantra. Involuntary meditation in the emptiness of your unconscious. When the words finally dissolve and become part of the darkness, you see a pinpoint of light. You no longer sense the other soul. No longer sense the person you were before Aethys touched you. You swim toward the light. As you come closer, the light becomes two blurry spots of radiance. You settle in behind your eyes and feel your lips already moving, mumbling. Around your body you sense familiar scents and sounds, voices raised in shock and alarm. You take control of your mouth, opening it wide and drawing a great breath.
Yeah. Explosive confrontation is a rather apt description. What, buddy? Seriously? You've been doing that every time. A pounding headache drags you most of the way back to your senses. Your vision blurs and... Wait a minute.
Simply going to wait? What if he never wakes up?
Oh shit! I just...
Filled
yeah.
cars stuffed in your ears? If the Watcher's mumblings are right, then Aethys is marching on Ukaizo. We have to move.
Damn it.
He's seizing power from the very gods who betrayed him. Destroying the wheel to make sure they never come back. It's a coup, and we have to muster the strength to stop it.
The unraveling of Kohopa from Tangaloa is our greatest test from the gods, I say. We must live to deserve the world they make for us.
Okay, so I've got to reload an earlier save because I do not want to jump into this yet. Why is everyone here?
Ah, you're awake. Welcome back, Watcher. Your arrival in the wake of the eruption at Magrin's Teeth was alarming. You shared a great deal while you were asleep. We aren't sure what to make of it.
I will choose our next voyage, Akira. No more volcanoes.
Join our talks, I say. Rational discussion will gust away the ominous smoke rising from Ashen Maw. The Deadfire is no stranger to cataclysm. We can survive by cleaving to a shared purpose, a greater good, Akira. For what else did the gods place us here? We who have ships and resources enough to make a difference.
What we need is brass. Rawatai has ships and cannons aplenty, but the only way I'm sending them is if...
She breaks off with the boom of a door slamming open. Commotion echoes from the entrance hall. As everyone turns towards the noise, her hand strays to her gun. The sound of approaching footsteps grows in volume as a courier scrambles into the throne room, panting and glistening with sweat.
Ships have formed the blockade around Queen's Berth. Their commander demands parley with Serpent's Crown.
What? But what about our ships? I must get a message through to the captains.
For what do our enemies paint a target on their hull? This is a stirring bid for my attention. Send word to my water shapers to drain the sea around the flagship. I would parley on better terms than this.
My queen! They fly the colors of pirates! The Principi are...
Well, what have we here?
Uh-huh. So no Ferrante? A little surprised at that. The motley sailors who don't hold the Juana guards at bay with drawn weapons take in some of the more opulent decorations with avid interests. One pirate separates out from the fold, sauntering boldly forward.
Forgive me, lovesome, but it looks like you're having a party. A rather fine one to which you didn't invite me.
You painted vagrants are a plague on my tribes. Why should I not hang you from the walls of my garden?
You should be asking yourself how they got in here in the first place.
Oh, I do love when they squabble. But I'm here for neither pleasantries nor entertainment. We've bigger fish to fry. Or should I say gods?
How the hell did you find out about that?
Now everyone just calm down. I promise we won't fire on you at this time. Unless firstly provoked. That is, until once we've safely absconded from the city back to the high seas. Then all bets are off again. Aye?
Yeesh.
Yes, well, if you have a point, pirate, I suggest you reach it quickly.
We're supposed to take a bunch of pirates at their word?
Right you are. However, I'm here because I've got questions, ones that can't wait. And the lovesome Watcher's the only one likely to answer them nicely.
All of us must plan for the inevitable. Even if we cooperate, Aethys wins.
Do you think so little of our chances? The Juana are built to outlast, I say. Deadfire's last cataclysm stripped the tribes of Ukaizo. This one will bring it back to us. All of this is meant to be.
Ukaizo? What's the lost city of gold got to do with a god on a rampage?
Aethys is going there to break the reincarnation cycle.
Well, fuck if that doesn't put things into perspective. But what's that even mean in the long run? Folks who die won't be coming back again.
It's possible. I don't know. Not exactly common.
This is all dark and foreboding sounding. But what's it mean for my soul? I mean, I like the idea of pirating throughout the Great Beyond as much as the next gal. But if, say, I got no awareness after I die, does it even matter what happens?
Ak, of course you have no interest past that of your eyes and your stomach. Let us speak now of what can be done. Must be done. Watcher, you know best of all of us what our options are.
More answers could become apparent when we land on Ukaizo.
The Juana made compacts with the gods on lost Ukaizo. Anything can happen on the shores of our ancestors. I say it is a place where mortals can reach beyond themselves, do freely what animancers struggle to dream.
We have to act quickly. Defending Ukaizo is the highest priority. Our ships are fast and well-equipped. We could sail to the edge of Andra's mortar. See if Aethys' passage opens a way through the storms. Of course, finding Ukaizo once we're through is another matter.
If you can get me through Andra's mortar, I can take you to Ukaizo.
That's so. You just might be able to save us.
We speak of collectively sailing for Andra's mortar, but this crown will not support any plan that involves a single outsider ship landing on the shores of Ukaizo. It is for this moment that the gods test me. Anyone who seeks to cross Andra's mortar will learn that the gates of Ukaizo are the end of compromise with the Juana.
We're not here to debate over territory. Our souls are in jeopardy. Well, arguing like this is going to get us all killed or worse. Well, actually, can everyone agree to an armistice while we work through this crisis?
I don't mean to let Aethys end us while we bicker. But the fate of Ukaizo is not exclusively a Juana concern.
I
think I'm getting the gist of it now.
Oh, god damn it.
While these witless princocks go at each other's throats, we Principi will cut through the storms and plunder the city of gold.
It's not gold, it's gods!
Whatever Aothas is seeking in those ruins, we'll find it, and then we'll sell it to the highest bidder. That, or me and mine will have front row seats to the end of the world.
If the Huana cannot take back our beginning, then our end fast approaches. The gods will judge us by our devotion to Ukaizo.
Are you going to guard it as closely as you've guarded your palace today? Ukaizo was yours once, and you lost it. Meanwhile, the storms that cover Ondra's mortar plague Rauatai too. We will help the Watchers stop Aothas, but we will not leave our country's future in soft hands. We hope the Watcher agrees.
Watcher, there are two kinds of people in the Deadfire. Those who have called it home since time immemorial, and opportunists. With Ukaizo under our control, the Huana would restore order as it has not been seen since the days of our ancestors.
Order. And the only question is whether it will be the order of ignorance and tradition, or else of conquest. The secrets to be found in Ukaizo could elevate us all beyond the telling. I will not relinquish that dream so easily.
Watcher, I say the time to play at freelancing is at an end. Any of us could get you to Ukaizo, but only one of us will stand by your side.
Okay, I've got to look into the journal.
We have the chance.
Well, that's it. For God's sake, I can't take it anymore.
The priestess stumps, and hops around, doing her best impression of a cricket caught on a hot skillet. Occasionally, she tosses her arms up as she spins, her teeth bared in a scowl.
Oh, I'm seeing red all right, everywhere. And it ain't a passing vision. Pallegina, we're gonna have words, you and I. And maybe you'll even apologize.
Jyoti, calm down.
No, I will not settle down and shut up. I've been turning a deaf ear for too long, disgracing both myself and my god, ignoring the no-good, sour-souled, moronic blasphemy that spews out of her mouth.
Pallegina's not here. You're upset because Pallegina disdains the gods.
Gods and darnation, Watcher, but aren't you? Of course I'm upset.
She's so mad she actually spits. After wiping a hand over her mouth, she props her fists on her hips.
I wouldn't have picked her, but since we got stuck together, Pallegina's become my friend. Kind of. The more she disparages the gods, the more she tempts ruination on her very soul. Now, I've tried, but I can't just sit back and let it happen. Besides, her arrogance irritates me. In this, it's her or me, Watcher.
Each of your experiences and worldviews are valid. Can you not come to a compromise? Jyoti sucks in a deep, rattling breath. After holding it for several heartbeats, she then pushes it slowly out through her nose. Her first attempt to speak comes out in a croak, but finally she manages.
You're not wholly wrong, I reckon. Guess that leaves me to apologize.
Okay, that was unusual.
Ukaizo. We are actually going to Ukaizo. The tribes will look to me to bridge our past and our future. A heavy responsibility, I say.
How about what you want?
What do I want? The praise they showered on Ngati's chosen. Until now, it all seemed an empty gesture. Never a promise that I could fulfill. And I am no one's savior. It is not for an artist to save the tribes, I say. To work miracles. I want the tribes to grow on their own. My people deserve better than the promises of a handsome fish and his goddess mother. Ukaizo will show us the way. The tribes will find themselves again. I would discover what our ancestors forgot. The Covenant is more important than ever.
Ukaizo belongs to all the people of the Deadfire. Well, you have a duty to serve them. I think I'm going with that one.
I will give it thought. There is time enough for that, at least. Ukaizo should be the discovery of our lifetime. With the trading companies and the Principe ready to descend on each other, I wish the island had kept its secrets a while longer.
It pains me to see my boy so conflicted. Questions tear at his heart, and the ache reaches me even here. If you continue to encourage him, his life will grow more complicated. He will be the savior his people want. Someone to drag their past into the present. Empires have fallen since I favored the Juana with power and wisdom. How they wield it is their choice. Just see that my boy comes to no harm.
There is much to consider, and little time to decide our course. I fear that we will see the path before us before we are ready to walk it.
Okay, and now for the fun.
With everything going on at once, I wondered if... Gods, if we could talk.
You can talk to me about anything, Maya.
You're a good captain. Maybe I don't say that enough. Can we take a detour to the officers' lounge in the Brass Citadel? I could use a drink.
Let's be off.
I appreciate it, Captain. Hope you don't mind if I gather my thoughts on the way.
Okay.
Of course.
And actually, after this autosave, well... yeah, after this autosave, that'll be it for tonight. So thank you all for joining me. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of legwork to make sure that I didn't just gate off all... I mean, let's see here. I've got all these quests in the log. I want to make sure I'm not, you know, by doing the Heat Waste and Fire quest, that I didn't accidentally block off all of the others. So, anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you some...
have done well in this harsh environment. You must concede that.
They were before they gave their territory to the Valians.
Ah, forget that I spoke.
Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow night. Thank you for joining me, and have a nice night and pleasant dreams.